So 80% of the claims have now materialized so far. What's the snag with the rest of the 20?
Good afternoon to you, Peggy. Sorry. The difference really is around, it's about 10 billion. For about 5 billion of that is sitting in the band of the project estimate. So those are the ones where we are rebuilding. So certain buildings, they do them on a project. So it takes quite a bit of time. So we pay as and when there's a requirement for the rebuilding process. So the difference, which is the 5 billion, about 1.5 billion of that, it's quite strange because those are the ones where the agreement of loss has been shared with the various clients who are supposed to just sign it and send it back to us. So it's a strange phenomenon. So those are the ones where everything has been done, a claim has been agreed, and everything, and the loss has been agreed as well, and we're just waiting for them to sign it, send it back to us, we make the payment, and the claim is closed. And then obviously the difference between those two are the ones where we are still in the process of getting to the actual amount that needs to be paid out, and there's certain documentation obviously that needs to be provided to us in order to quantify the actual exact amount that needs to be paid out. In some instances, even to give rise to acceptance of the actual claim, as it were.
Yeah. Where is the bulk of it sitting? Is it sitting in the small businesses, or are these quite big businesses that still remain to be paid?
A few of them are in the large businesses. I think about 2 of them. And then those are the high, big values within that amount. But majority of them, in terms of actual numbers of the various clients, are sitting within the medium to large entities.
And what is it that you have learned, I suppose, in the 12 months, particularly around, I know we've had the conversation around your product offering and how can it be better tailored to be accessible, particularly to the small business sector?
Yeah, the state, being Treasury, ultimately, using one of the organs, they did put together an amount of about 5 billion rands, which was aimed at looking at those particular individuals, or particularly small to medium enterprise businesses that were affected that did not have direct access to SASRIA. So now the question would be, from where we are now, moving forward, what are we doing in respect of ensuring that those particular enterprises would have access to SASRIA? So we're looking to create an alternative distribution model where the traditional insurance company has not had access to those markets, which were previously excluded. Maybe I shouldn't say excluded, but which were previously could not go through the various channels, that we create and make it easier for them in order to be able to come to SASRIA, because the SASRIA premium, relatively compared to traditional cover, is quite small, and most entities would be able to afford it.
Is it a condition that you attach to the claim that the businesses that you pay out must continue to trade? I mean, do you know whether after having submitted their claims and you paying out, those businesses have reopened, or they maybe just took the payout and said, no, thanks, goodbye?
Yeah, majority of them are actually a going concern, so they continue to trade because their livelihoods actually do depend on this. And the reason why SASRIA is there is particularly to exactly make sure that, so we are making it part of our project, looking sure that those ones who were trading and are affected, that we put them back in the situation. And that is why we said even initially when we started doing this, that we're not going to rush to do cash in lieu, because that is a motivator for some investors to say we are not going to continuing with this type of business. So we've been doing it in such a way that we get to some sort of tacit agreement to say that you are continuing. What do you need for us to put you back in the position that you were before in order to continue to trade? So we've been doing it in that sense, and I'd say majority of them are doing that, other than maybe one big one, obviously, that was in KZN, which was a foreign investor of Japan origin. They decided that they're not going to continue because of the risk involved.
News,
experts,
analysis,
where things stand.
What you need to know. Drive home with John Perlman
On 702.